that you can be persecuted in church. Paul was a Roman citizen, but yet again he was also a Jew. And Jew actually are supposed to be the one that we call Christians now, like in literally sense. Jesus came for them, but they were still the one that killed him. The Roman government wouldn't have been able to kill Jesus without the Jews. In fact, the government were saying nothing against him. Our fathers in the Lord said he must die. Truth be told, sometimes one of your greatest enemy may not be a Muslim. It may be another pastor. How many pastors say, don't go to this church, don't go to this place, don't go listen to this man, don't do this, don't do that. You see, let's tell ourselves the truth. Pastors don't like themselves. It's okay to compete if you feel like you should compete, but don't fight another person wanting the person to die. A man preached a message, are we still brethren? I remember the story in Port Harcourt that time. How pastors are using gun to fight each other. Gun. This one will send higher assassin, kill this man. He pack my members. This one, kill this man. They will be doing service like this. The other one will come and off the gen. Terrible. What kind of a society are we living in? When we fight ourselves, insult ourselves. Persecution can come from the church. It's true. It's true. How many people look upon you and say you will go to hell just because you don't believe their doctrine, you don't believe their ideologies? I have always told you, a time will never come that ECWA will be cooking, right? A time will never come that ERCC will automatically collapse. Say, today, we had a meeting with the president of ERCC Church. He said, let's collapse and be cooking. Don't dream that kind of dream. All the dream will just wake up and say, well, let's collapse and be living faith. Or Baba, Daddy Polynesia will come and say, well, I don't feel like let's collapse and become like the church of my father in the Lord, Bishop David Oyedepo. Then all of us become winners. You wake up. That dream won't happen. Till Jesus come, there's going to be all kinds of revelation. There's going to be all kinds of movement. And every church you see is a revelation of God given to a person. The doctrine may not be all equal, but there are things that must unite us. Jesus, the Holy Spirit, at least they are enough. Every man built upon the strength of revelation. And the revelation may be tentatively to him. I have always believed that Jesus Christ will not appear to all because our doctrine are right. Jesus will appear to all because our heart is desperate, seeking and searching for him. Make peace with yourself, my brothers. No matter how anointed you are, there is an audience you may not be able to reach. There lies the relevance of another person helped by God. Some day people call me, they say, Apostle wanted to come to minister Saturday. So I'm not coming. Am I the only pastor? Look for somebody around your environment and invite the person. Why? Saturday is zero for me. You see how the thing work now? If I am the only anointed person, how am I going to do? There are people that on Sunday they must be in their churches. Is that not true? Somebody is Thursday, somebody is Friday, somebody whatsoever. And whether you like it or not, somebody called me. He said they wanted to invite the minister, but they are going to spend this. Lafia, since you are around, just drive and come. I say, okay. No matter how anointed you are not omnipotent, you are not omnipresent, you are not omniscience. Somebody will always be needed. You get how the thing work now? If you are the only anointed person in the whole world, you will die in one day. Because everybody will be needed. That means you must be in Shekinah now to preach to us too. So no matter how anointed you are, there is an audience you may not be able to reach. So God must have to be able to reach out to others. Jesus Christ himself in the same time raised 12 churches. Because all the apostles themselves were different dimensions. The Bible says in the days of persecution, all of them scattered. Thomas went to India. The goal was not to bring them under one roof. A time is going to come. Many of you here are going to be an extension of all kinds of things. There was once upon a time I was seated like you. Yes. My goal is not to keep you here forever. It's a lie. But eventually you come to a point you feel God have sent you to India like Thomas. Go to India. Just don't go and die there. If you die, come back home. We will give you injection. There is intensive care unit. Apostle said there are some that took off like tornado. They went up and they came down. When they came down, they had to take them to hospital. They are putting them water and glucose and amino acid. Please, don't wake up persecuting people. I remember many years ago, I took a study. I decided to go to all the big churches in Lagos. It shocked and surprised me that all of them they are on the same road. When you go to that Mowe, Lagos Ibadan Express Road, you see Mountain of Fire, right? Prayer City. You advance. You see, Deeper Life Camp. You advance. You see Redemption Land. You advance, and all of them are filled up. So when you wake up in the morning on Sunday, some are that go slow. You see in Lagos is because people are moving from one location to another location to go to another service. Why can't people around that side just enter Living Faith or enter Redeem or enter Mountain of Fire? Somebody, Mountain of Fire is here. He will live here. See him, see Mount. He will live here, move far for 1 hour trying to go to Redemption Land to go and hear Baba say, "You are blessed." Another person will live where Baba is, with the anointing upon Daddy Adeboye, and live and find his way for 2 hours inside that hold up until he enter Canaan land before he will feel his home. He's in church. Another person will say, no, he will find his way again until he enter Mountain of Fire. Another person will live there until he enter that cell and wear that white gown and shout, Elijah, Elijah, Elijah. No matter your track, no matter your evangelism, he will not come to your own place. There are people you will never win them. It's not for you. Another person will win them. There are people that may never meet me, they will still go to heaven. There are people that may never meet you, they will still go to heaven. Persecution is when you feel that because they have not met me, they will go to hell. It's a problem. That means you have limited God. Can God make a way? Yes, He can make a way. Every day, I see new people God is raising. Every day. It amazes my heart. Like I always say, we are limited. Can you preach in Chinese? So who will go and preach in China? Is it you? Okay. What about India? Can you preach in India? How can you do it? Can you preach in Russia? I mean, there are people that God must have to anoint there that you know nothing about them. Even their name you can't mention. We only know Watchman name because the name is Watchman. Then there is Ni. If his name was only Ni, you wouldn't even know Ni. Because there are other people, their name is Lehi or Leon. And they are mighty men of God. Go and search. I took out time to search the most powerful Chinese worship song. I just play it and I'm just sleeping. Because I'm wondering, I said, what is going on here? But I saw them crying and shedding tears. It's only people that know this. Most powerful Indian song. That's how you are saying, Inaso, Izama. They are watching. What are these people saying? God has no restraint, either to conquer with many or to win with a few. As a body, we must be able to understand that persecution can come from the brethren.